Hey,
What's
going
up?
on?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode. Fluidity to talk about stuff.
Got a good one for you today. Dude,
Yeah.
when this episode comes out, it's my birthday.
Yeah, no, dude.
Yeah.
It's like we have a 3-day weekend right now. So I only have to work like 4 days. And then we're off to watching fucking GCW, bro.
GCW, bro.
Our first GCW, man.
It's my first wrestling show in fucking 2 years almost. So
Actually,
2 years.
I think it's more than that, right? Because the last one we went to was
New Japan. That's the last one I went to.
Right. Okay. So New Japan was last one I went to was AEW.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you went to AEW.
Like
I think I was working that day or something like that.
Yeah, I went to AEW, but that was like fuck. Because AEW's have more shows in the pandy than they've had in live crowds.
Yeah.
So I think like it was like 6 months after I saw that shit. There was just like, no wrestling, people dying, all that shit. One of those things is more tragic than the other, I guess.
Yeah, man, wrestling shows.
Oh, dude, it's gonna be crazy, dude. Like we're gonna be like in a crowd and shit. It's gonna be so fucking weird.
But it's gonna be dope as shit to watch anything live.
Yeah, just to do really anything that's not being in a house or an apartment.
You froze. Oh, you're freezing. So ice cold. What?
I was saying it's gonna be nice to just do anything that's not just like being in a fucking house or an apartment.
Oh yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
Because like
fucking awesome.
It kind of sucks to just always be in one place.
Yeah, you're telling me, man. Like I'm trying to look for a new job, trying to get a new place.
Yeah, dude, you gotta move. You gotta move like closer and stuff, so you don't like.
That's what I'm looking at. Dude.
Sherman boonies or whatever.
The fucking country hicks out here, dude. They're pissing me off.
Dude, did Mark like offer you a job, right? Like, he wants you to like work where he works or something?
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like some office shit, but then I remembered that he's in like welding, and the only thing they're hiring for is like welders.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I got no experience in that. Don't even want to learn.
Right. It's like you're just gonna like figure out welding and like
like I know it said on my resume I got 5 years, but I lied.
It's like, that's not a thing.
I feel like it's really hot in here. Can you guys turn the AC on?
It's like you start like lighting the welder without the face shield or whatever.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, this fucking sucks.
Yeah, dude, you gotta get out. You gotta get out of the fucking country, bro. It fucking sucks out there.
Dude, there's like nothing to eat out here. Well, I mean, there's like McDonald's and shit, but
that's gross. That's like country people like gourmet shit.
Yeah, like they just got a Chinese or a sushi place out here, and everyone's freaking out. They're like, "Oh, it's so fancy." I'm like, "The sushi is shit. It's really bad."
I mean, there's not even like a fresh body of water near where you're at, so like, that's some questionable ass fish. Like,
I know. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna pass on this place. And it's not just that; there's other reasons too.
Yeah, I mean, just the general area of like, whenever you drive in there, you're like, this is meth country.
Oh yeah, and even further out is Oklahoma, and that's where they like invented it.
That's where a bunch of bitches are.
Ugh.
Dude, so last night I was fucking. I wanted to watch like a dumb movie.
Yeah.
Like, it's like sometimes you're just like, I don't want to sit here and watch like Moonlight or some fucking Oscar flick. I just want to like torch like an hour and a half watching something stupid.
Yeah, I've done that.
So there's this fucking movie with Russell Crowe, came out like last year, I guess. It's called Unhinged. And like the premise is that like this dude is like road raging and he's murdering people.
Yeah.
So this is hilarious. So like this movie's not good, but it was fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Like the whole thing is like, I guess they imply that this dude's wife like cheated on him. So the movie starts with him and he goes into a building and he like beats this guy to death and then he sets the house on fire and kills like this chick and this dude.
Yeah, pretty cool.
So I'm assuming that's what that is. They don't ever really explain it. Right. And then they also do this shit, which is hilarious, where it's like the guy, it looks like he's having like mental breakdowns. And you know how like in movies they're like, oh, if you take these pills, suddenly you're not a crazy person.
Yeah.
So they do that where
it's
he's
like
all
magic pills.
Yeah, he's all shaky and shit. And he has these fucking pills that are supposed to calm him down. Later in the movie, because I thought I was like, oh, he's got like a brain tumor or something, or like some kind of shit. No, it's hydrocodones, man.
Oh, just regular pain pills.
Yeah. I thought like it was funny because they zoomed in on it, and I saw, and you see the label, and it says hydrocodone. So I was like, that's not what that's for.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Like you don't take pain pills for brain stuff. Like,
That's it's a social commentary about the overuse of opioids, dude.
right, dude. Okay, so this movie's so funny. Like, so basically, like the premise is more or less that guy's a crazy person, right? And this one chick is a really shitty mom to this kid who also has a shitty dad, right? She's like a mom who's like sucks like across the board. Like she treats her kid like a dipshit. She's late to driving him to school. Like she fucks up and like messes up her work stuff immediately. Like she's a fucking nobody who does nothing right, right? So like that's who apparently you're supposed to pull for.
That's the hero of the movie. Okay.
That's the hero of the fucking movie. So like the so she fucking like she's driving her kid to school, right? And then it's a green light guy in a truck who's Russell Crowe, crazy dude. He doesn't go. So she starts honking and she's all shitty and aggressive or whatever. And then she peels around him and does the fucking son of a, does like waves and shit.
Yeah.
And then he pulls up and then he rolls his window down and he's all nice at first. He's like, oh, I'm sorry I did that. He's like, do you accept my apology? And she's like, I guess. And he's like, what I think you meant to do. He's like, you're doing really aggressive honks. He's like, I think you just meant to do a courtesy like honk, which sounds like this. And she's like,
Jesus Christ.
Right. And she's like, no, I didn't fucking mean it. Like she's a bitch immediately. And she could have just ignored this dude. But like, so she's a shitty person to him. And then he's like, you don't know how to say you're sorry. It's like, and you don't know how to take responsibility for what you do. He's like, you don't know what a bad day is. You're about to fucking find out. So the rest of the movie is he fucking stalks her and he kills her family.
Holy shit.
Right?
Which is overreaction.
Awesome. Yeah, I know, it's so dope though.
Is it really?
Well, I mean, like, dude, the whole movie is like this guy's having a bad day. This bitch cuts him off in traffic. Like basically like just is a shitty person in a car. And then he puts an olive branch out there to be like, hey, I'm sorry. And then she doubles down on being a shitty person. And then he fucking kills her family, right? Like, I mean, like he goes and he like
I get that. So it's kind of like
but like whenever you're cut off when you're driving down the highway and or like
that's what I think of.
And you just immediately someone cuts you off, you're like, I'll fucking kill you, like this is a movie about doing that.
It's pretty satisfying, you said?
Yeah, dude, it ruled, bro. Like he because it's just like you imagine, like I don't know. I mean, it was making me so happy watching this guy win.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Dude, because because somehow I forget how he gets her phone. And she does this shit, like it's like exposition at the beginning of the movie. They're like, she's like, oh, I don't put my lock screen on. So he immediately has all of her messages and shit.
Oh shit. Yeah.
So he finds like, I guess whatever client that she was bad against, finds him and then fucking murders him. And then he goes through her phone and then he's like reading her messages and shit while he's like on the phone with her. And he's like, who do you want me to kill next? And then she names somebody, and then he's like, oh, I know she's doing that because she's going to call the cops and send him there. So then he shows up at her house and kills her fucking brother.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, dude. Like, he, like, sets him on fire.
And, so what was this movie called so I can watch it? Because that sounds like I might actually watch that.
Yeah, it's called Unhinged.
Unhinged. And what is it on?
I watch on Prime.
Prime? Okay. Gotcha.
Dude, so the whole movie, dude. I'm like, this guy rules, bro.
Hell yeah.
I'm like, this guy is so fucking awesome. And he's like killing everybody. And like at the end of the movie, dude, like, there's supposed to be like it's like her and her son. I mean, I didn't want him to like kill her son.
Oh,
but
well,
I wanted him to fucking kill her for sure.
Hell yeah.
And like, there's a part at the end whenever she's like, trying to be like, I'm strong and I'll protect myself. Dude, and he beats the fuck out of her, bro. Like, he just fucking like, he like stone cold mud hole stomps this fucking bitch, dude.
Damn, dude.
Dude, it's so funny, dude. Like, he just the first shot is like, she's like trying to do something and he just like haymakers her.
Damn, dude.
And then every time she tries to come at him when he gets in the house, he like stomps on her and shit. Like,
God damn, that's vicious.
Dude, so fucking funny, bro. But I'm watching this movie, right?
Yeah.
And like me and Katie are watching this movie. This is so funny. Like I'm like, dude, I'm getting so much enjoyment. I'm like, this guy is awesome. I hope he wins. Like,
Right?
you know, he doesn't, spoiler, but like, and I was sad that he died at the end. I was like, I wish he fucking killed her.
Right.
And then he left and got away with it.
Just a satisfying ending.
Yeah, would have made me so happy. But like towards the end of the movie, as he's like beating the shit out of her and shit, I'm like, yes. Katie just goes, it's scaring me how much you really like this guy.
Damn, dude. I can also kind of see where women would be afraid if you're super into that.
I mean, look, yeah, but I mean,
but I would just say the guy was such a good actor
yeah,
that you're just like, I kind of want to root for him.
I mean, look, I'm thinking of it. The way I think of it is like, dude, how many times do people do dumb shit on the highway that pisses you off that could potentially kill you or fucking, you know, like just it ruins your day, pretty much.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, this is just a movie about like, it's like you fantasize about like wishing that guy died, and this is the movie of doing it.
Hell yeah.
I'm like, it just was so satisfying, dude.
No, that's definitely a relatable premise for sure.
Yeah, the movie fucking sucked, but it was awesome to watch. Plus, I mean, like Russell Crowe can act in anything.
True.
The guy rocks. Do you see this shit? You know who Steven Dorff is?
Yeah. He was in Blade, right?
Yeah, he was Deacon Frost in Blade.
Okay, yeah. That's the first villain, second one?
First one.
First one? Okay.
Yeah. The best one.
Right.
But okay, so he's an actor in that movie, but then also like a lot of who cares, right?
Right.
I don't know if you saw this, but he apparently had some very strong opinions of the Black Widow movie, which is not out yet.
Oh, is he in it?
No.
Oh.
No. So I mean, apparently, like I don't know, like I didn't watch this because I don't really care.
Right.
This kind of goes back to like the remember that tweet I read where the guy was talking about the damaging effects of Marvel movies and like just super over the top, like ridiculous horseshit. So this kind of plays into that a bit. Like it's I guess he was in an interview and just randomly started shitting on this movie.
All right. Wait, so, Black Widow?
Yeah, Black Widow.
Okay.
So let's see. He goes, he's talking about Scarlett Johansson. Says, sure, she got paid $5 or $7 million bucks to be in the movie. Says that he's embarrassed for her, right?
Right.
Which is crazy. And it says he wants to be part of Marvel, like MCU movies, which I'm sure you say that whenever you're not being offered them.
Right.
He goes on to say, he says, I still hunt out for good shit because I don't want to be in Black Widow. It looks like garbage to me. It looks like a bad video game. I'm embarrassed for those people. I'm embarrassed for Scarlett. Says, I don't want to be in those movies. I really don't. I want to find a kid that's going to be the next Kubrick and I'll act for him instead.
Oh, suck my ass, dude. What the fuck is that pretentious nonsense? Holy shit. And you then in Blade, homie?
Yeah, I mean, it's like, first of all, you were in a superhero flick.
Yeah.
And then he goes on to saying about like he says like the Oscars are embarrassing. Like he says my business is becoming a big game show. He says you got actors who have no clue what they're doing. You have filmmakers who have no clue what they're doing. He says we're all in these little boxes on these streamers, TV, film. It's all a big clusterfuck of content now. Like I don't even know what the fuck that's supposed to mean.
What does that mean?
I don't know, but I mean, what's crazy is like he's saying like oh, there's actors and directors who don't even understand the craft, which is like eat a bag of shit for that already.
Yeah, that sounds like you don't want anyone to work with you again for saying some shit like that.
I mean, it's like, look, I get that not everybody's into superhero flicks or
and
Marvel
that's perfectly
movies.
Fine.
I get it, you know, and it's kind of funny. They harmlessly drop once a year. Make a stack and a half, and then that's it. And the rest of movies come out. Mm-hmm. But I guess that makes people mad for some reason that it's so fucking successful. No one says this shit about Fast and Furious movies, and each one makes $1 billion.
Yeah, like without fail. Yeah, well, I mean,
they went to fucking space in the new one.
Right. So why? why are they complaining when there's another huge franchise? It's not as big for sure, but it's still something,
Yeah.
you know?
Well, and it's like it's like even if you're just like you don't even want to see the Black Widow movie or whatever, it's like, well, I mean,
Still
like
watch it.
she's been a character in all of these movies since Iron Man 2,
Mhm.
and this is her last send-off movie.
Yeah.
It's like fine. Like she's done with the character. Like this guy waited until like I mean this movie was supposed to come out last year. So like he I guess like sat on this for this long.
Mhm.
Waited for her to have a decade of like her appearing in all these fucking movies.
Yeah.
And then as her actual solo movie comes out, he's just like, it's fucking embarrassing.
God damn. Yeah, what a piece of shit, dude.
It's like first like that's embarrassing as being fucking that gay about it.
Yeah. It's like because all that time they didn't ask him to be in a movie or what?
I don't know. I mean, like I guess I didn't see the interview, but like that launched him on the whatever fucking rant you want to call this. But it's like, dude, he's like sponsored by Blue E-cigs.
Oh, like the gas station vapes and stuff?
Like there's an old commercial where he's like, "Hi, I'm Steven Dorff. I used to be a smoker," and it's like it's just a him walking on the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like him walking on the beach smoking a fucking Blue E-cig and shit. And
That's
it's like,
cool.
and it's like, okay, it's like, and then it's, you know, he's starred in blockbuster movies like Fear.com. Remember Fear.com?
Nope.
No, because it was a piece of shit.
Okay.
I'm sure he's been like in things that aren't shit, but I mean, like, let's not pretend that he's got like this amazing career that we're all like talking about.
Yeah. It's like I want to work with the next Kubrick. Yeah, motherfucker, what?
Dude, I mean, that's Stanley Kubrick. Also, that's kind of funny because like he was notoriously shitty to like the people he worked with.
Yeah.
He like drove the chick from fucking The Shining insane because he made her do like 200 takes of the same scene.
Yeah, that's completely unreasonable.
Yeah, and I'm gonna throw this out there: a lot of Kubrick movies are not good.
I like A Clockwork Orange, and that's about it.
Clockwork Orange is good. I don't like that they changed the ending from the book.
Well, yeah, that's.
But it's a solid flick.
Yeah.
But I mean, like 2001: Space Odyssey is a big like just it's like one of the most frustrating and boring movies I've ever seen.
Yeah, I've only seen like bits and pieces of it. I don't really remember the whole thing.
Dude, never
don't really want to.
Never watch it. It's terrible.
Yeah, do not care to watch it.
Like Full Metal Jacket's okay.
I haven't seen that one.
I mean, you're not missing anything, dude. You know what I mean? It's just like it's a lot of movies that I guess inspired shit, but I'm like,
there's some movies where some people are like they keep hyping it up. They're like, I can't believe you haven't seen it, and I'm like, well, I have no interest in actually watching it. So you saying that I can't believe you haven't seen it, or you haven't lived until you've seen X movie, I'm like, that's gonna make me want to watch it less.
That's like another thing is like these movies are fucking like a lot of these movies are old and have aged like balls.
Oh yeah.
So someone who's like, I mean, it's like someone telling you need to watch Citizen Kane. No, you don't.
No, who needs to watch Citizen Kane?
Nobody needs to sit through Citizen Kane, dude. That shit came out in the 50s.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Studying cinema, I get that, but most people aren't, so the movie fucking blows.
Yeah, it fucking is boring as shit.
Yeah.
It's fucking 3 hours of fucking snooze, dude. Like, I mean, like, yeah, I mean, like, you could sit there, like you said, you're studying it, and it's like, oh, this was groundbreaking cinematography or whatever.
Yeah,
it's like, time, it's sure. Like, cool, fine, whatever. This still sucks balls.
Yeah. So there's no cars blowing up. There's no Captain America's not even in the movie. What the fuck?
I also
Citizen lame. Am I right, guys?
I mean, I also like the dig where he's like, oh, I want the next Kubrick to be the.
Yeah.
And I want to act for them. It's like, first of all, that's assuming they want you to be in their shit.
Right. First of all.
And it's like, it's such a stupid like indie film way of looking at shit, where it's like that's like going like it's like I watch like real cinema versus whatever this thing is that you're doing.
Yeah.
That's like okay, thespian, like whatever, fine, but like it's like not every movie has to be these fucking like dramatic like just like pieces of like whatever. It's like right. Dude, some movies I just want to strap in and watch people do cool shit and explosions and stuff.
Yeah. And this is like, is he saying that people who direct Marvel movies aren't of that caliber? Like they haven't been nominated for multiple Oscars like individually.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking the guy, like, and then there was another, like Lou Ferrigno, the guy who was the Hulk on the TV show in like the 70s or whatever.
Yeah.
He went on some fucking Twitter thing talking about how he was like, I haven't seen a superhero that wasn't CG kind of thing, like he was trying to like suck his own dick, saying like I got super shredded and I was the Hulk, but nobody puts in the work kind of thing. And I was like, dude, have you seen Thor?
Yeah.
I'm like, Hemsworth is stupid big, dude.
Yeah, his arms are fucking massive. Get out of here.
He looks like he eats the gym.
Or The Rock, even like when he's in stuff.
Yeah, I mean, dude, almost every single person that is in a superhero flick gets shredded to death.
Yeah. So like Chris Pratt, like he was fat when he was on Parks and Rec, then he got hired for Guardians, and he got fucking ripped.
Ripped as shit. Kumail Nanjiani was a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
A pretty lanky one, and he's fucking yoked to fuck now, dude.
Yeah. So I don't get the CG thing, just because like, oh, they didn't dump green paint on them, so they have it easy. Like, what the fuck does that mean?
It's like, yeah, the Hulk was CG, but fucking, it's the Hulk.
Yeah.
Nobody's that big. I mean, it looked fine to green paint and get shredded in the 70s, but we have technology to make shit look good now.
Yeah. That's just a weird argument from an irrelevant nobody, really. Who gives a fuck about Lou Ferrigno? Who's he working with?
Yeah, I mean, and in fact, Lou Ferrigno had a cameo in the fucking Edward Norton Hulk flick.
Yeah.
So he's obviously not that mad about it.
Yeah, that's just a weird complaint.
Dude, it's the amount of fucking pissy crying about this shit is becoming weird to me.
Yeah, it's just it's so fucking gay, dude.
Dude, it's so gay. It's fucking dumb, dude. Like Steven Dorff, who I didn't know was still acting.
Yep.
Went on it ended up in my Twitter feed 1,000 times today because he had some fucking little fart off rant about how he's embarrassed for somebody to be in a fucking movie that's going to make like $1 billion this weekend.
Jesus Christ, yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm sure Scarlett Johansson probably isn't embarrassed at all. She's probably still just going to be super hot and super rich.
Yeah. And she's like, whatever.
Yeah. Moving on to the next movie. You know what I mean?
That's insane. That's just such a weird fucking argument because these movies. Is it because the movies are popular and they're making money?
I think it's definitely like the contrarian thing where it's like there's like that minority of people who like want to hate it because it's so popular and it's so like, because I mean superheroes have been pop culture as fuck for like over a decade now.
Yeah.
So I guess there's like those people who are just like, it's kind of like the people who hate on Game of Thrones, like when it was coming out, not the ending. But
now it's justified.
Yeah, I mean, totally justified now. But it's like anytime something's like super popular, it's almost like you always have to have that group of people who hate it because it's popular.
Yeah. That's so weird. It's like, I don't know.
I get it.
Something does not give you power.
Yeah, it's not a good personality trait either. Like it doesn't.
Yeah.
It comes off as like so fucking annoying. Like if every conversation you have with somebody, they're like, I don't watch those superhero movies. They're just so stupid. It's like, oh, okay, you seem fun.
Yeah, you're a cool person. Hey,
this is how you make friends, huh? Yeah, it's just, I find it like just very, I don't know. It's like, you could just like not watch it.
Yeah, that'd be rad.
I would also say as someone like, if you're a struggling actor who's not in a lot of movies and people were like, your most known thing is a movie that like is the villain in like a 1998 vampire movie. It's like, maybe shut the fuck up.
Yeah. You're sponsored by Blue E-Cig.
Like, yeah, Blue E-Cig. Yeah, it's like, dude, come on.
It's like the lamest thing.
Always look like when people, it's a bad video game. It's like, shut the fuck up, dude.
Yeah. Like, you know what? I'm probably going to play that bad video game too. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's like there's this fucking movie that dropped on Amazon Prime called The Tomorrow War. And it's
Chris Pratt one.
Chris Pratt time travel flick or whatever.
Yeah.
Dude, this movie, like, just if you look at like a Rotten Tomatoes scores, like, I mean, if you give a shit about any of that stuff, or it's just like critics, like do articles from like IGN and like, fucking like Hollywood Reporter and shit, like all these fucking places that review stuff have ass raped this movie. like just full on like say like this is the worst piece of shit, but like just full on just bodied this movie like to death.
Yeah.
I watched it. Pretty watchable, man. It was pretty not bad. Yeah.
It doesn't like I didn't expect the movie to be like anything groundbreaking, but I was probably gonna watch it just because it looked entertaining.
Yeah, it was fun. I like when the movie was over, I was like, okay, that was like, fun, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't.
I don't place any stock into like critic reactions or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you can always see like the audience score being like wildly different.
Yeah.
But it's crazy though. I mean, like I don't know what the fuck happened that this movie got bodied the way it did. But like something somewhere, somebody decided that it wasn't good, and somehow everybody in that like circle of shit or whatever just were like, yeah, we'll bandwagon this idea.
It's so weird.
And let's just fucking shit all over it or whatever. I mean, dude, it's like it's 2 hours of stupid time travel alien shooting stuff.
Yeah, like I'm cool with that.
Yeah, it was
I'll watch
totally
that for 2 hours.
totally fine. Yeah.
That's weird. Yeah, I mean, if I don't like something, I'll say it. But other than that, I won't. It doesn't really affect me like that. You know what I mean?
I think it's funny. It's like a lot of this shit only seems to happen in like the movie industry or like movie and TV. But it's there's these like weird grand like it's like so and so actor says that he doesn't enjoy superhero movies, and then it's like turns into a thing, or it's like oh, this movie has got a horrible critical response and like it'll tank its box office and shit.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's kind of like that seems like that industry is fucked up and toxic. I mean, obviously, but
well, yeah, just yeah.
I mean, outside of the more like Me Too things, I'm just saying like.
Oh, like the industry itself. Like
yeah, I mean, you imagine like it's like you spend like 6 months filming something, and it's like everybody thinks it's good, but like maybe one critic doesn't like your acting or something, and so he's like, fuck that movie, and then that then snowballs into every review, and then you have to just go do press junkets, and people are like, what's up with your piece of shit movie? And you're like,
we worked really hard on it.
Yeah.
And that's the truth. They do. Like, it's a fuck ton of people who have to work to make a movie. It's just such a shitty thing to say, to be like, yeah, it's embarrassing. Okay, but there's like a fucking 1,000 other people that work on the set. You know what I mean? Like, it's such a shitty thing to say to everybody involved in that movie.
Yeah, dude, I swear to God, if I was Scarlett Johansson, I would just I would just go on Twitter the one time, sign in, and I would just take a photo in front of all my money and awesome shit that I own.
I would have just quote tweet it and be like, "Who is this?" That's a bigger fuck you.
Yeah. Who said this?
Yeah.
I mean, like, just post a picture of all your shit and be like, yeah, super embarrassed.
Yeah. Pretty cool, guys.
So mad that I get to fight Taskmaster in the new movie.
And he looks badass.
He looks cool.
Dope as shit. Damn. That's such a weird take. I guess it's the new hot take now for regular people and J-list celebrities.
It's just fucking Z tier fucking
nobodies.
Yeah, I mean, you just like the best way to get famous now is like to have some level of, or like to get like attention is to have like if you have just a even small level of fame.
Yeah.
Take a ridiculous shot at something that'll just piss people off.
Yeah, it'll pop someone on Twitter for like a day or two, but it's not gonna last.
Dude, it's so funny. Like when I was looking at comments on that,
I bet they were shitty as shit.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's so funny to see like just how like people break down whenever you get to like shit like that. Because like all the time, like everybody's like, "Fuck this guy," what the fuck, Yeah. But then you'll be like there'll be some person, and these are like these anti-vax people who just like,
oh god,
they like get this weird thing where they're like, I know I'm right, I have no evidence of anything, but this is a thing. So like you'll get to these comments where it's like dudes will be like, it's like, yep, people are getting really tired of superhero movies. The Marvel bubble is popping. It's so obvious everybody hates these movies and shit, and it's just like, where did you get that?
Yeah, where is this coming from?
It's like, this just seems like this is you and you're projecting it to everybody else.
Yeah.
but in no way this is a thing.
Just not contributing to the conversation, really.
Yeah.
That's
It's
fine.
like, I agree with Steven Dorff. You know what? I don't like Marvel movies either. It's like, cool. Don't watch
Cool,
it.
man. I'm sure. Oh, they're gonna make fucking $900,999,999. Oh shit.
Yeah. It's so fucking stupid, bro.
It's fucking dumb.
It's like whenever like you'll see like every once in a while you like see that guy like screaming on Facebook. It's like no one cares about the Loki show. Quit posting about it. It's like
that's
you
so
don't
yeah.
care about it, dude.
And they're commenting on the like Loki sponsored thing, and I'm like,
Yeah.
you're already like that means you like their shit.
Yeah,
So that's why it'll pop up.
it's like extra embarrassing.
Yeah,
That, like I'm gonna follow him so I can rage about it.
yeah, it's fucking so strange.
I don't understand that mentality where you're just like, let me just only follow something because I hate it. It's like let me let it live in my head rent free for all the time.
I follow some people that I hate because I think it's funny. Like, fuck, you posted that thing on the Thigh Slappers page with Meltzer. I follow him.
Do you?
But yeah, mostly just because it's like I want to see what shitty takes he has.
I mean, that's fair. If you're doing it, it's like
I don't comment on him or anything. I mean, I form my own opinion about what I already know about him.
right, but like you're doing it in a sense of like you're making fun of it versus
pretty
versus like you're doing it because you hate it and you're screaming at it.
Yeah, that's a better way of putting it.
Right, like if you're doing it like because you're like, this is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like because you're laughing at it. I feel like that's way different than like, fucking no, I'll fucking
You're wrong.
yeah. Dude, I had I guess like I don't really get on Facebook often, and the like algorithms of social media is like you like something, you just get more of it.
Yeah.
So I just get like AEW posts like all the time, and sometimes I'm drunk and sometimes I comment.
Yeah,
I love AEW, so I'm always just like, yeah, Chuck Taylor.
I mean, that's not anything toxic or anything. So.
No, I'm like super. Yeah. I'm always like, yay, fucking, I love Hangman.
Let's go Hangman.
Dark Order's the best, like shit like that.
Yeah, dude, fun shit.
What I didn't realize is that if you comment on someone's page enough, you get awarded as top fan.
Oh yeah,
and that might have been like the lamest feeling I've ever had.
Like you got the notification, you're like, huh?
They were like, you comment on our shit a lot. You love us. You're a top fan. We're gonna give you a badge.
Bro, that's kind of embarrassing.
Dude, yeah, I was like, maybe I should just delete Facebook and
take a break for 2
years. Maybe never look at this again. Because Facebook was just like, you know how fucking lame you are, dude.
Like this guy writes letters to movies. Dear Die Hard. Dear AEW, the company.
Yeah, dear All Elite Wrestling, I love you.
Please, will you be my friend? That type of shit.
Yeah, sure. Oh, dude. Speaking of social media, man, I think my interest in TikTok is gone. Yeah,
mine's pretty much gone today. Like people have sent me like 3 talks since we started, and really? I'm not gonna look at them.
Dude, I mean, like whenever Katie sends me something, like I'll look at those.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like at the point where I'm not even like actively opening it anymore.
Yeah, pretty much. Like if the only time I really will open it is if I'm like really fucking bored and I have nothing else to do. But I'll find something to do at that point.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like, I mean, for the most part, I just stay on Twitter.
Yeah.
Instagram is fucking boring as shit. Not that it was ever cool. It's just something like about it now. It's like extra, not awesome. Yeah,
it just seems kind of like, I don't know, different.
Yeah. It's like extra lame now. Facebook is just
like Facebook.
Yeah. It's Facebook is one of those like you just keep going like, why do I have this?
Yeah, pretty much. And yeah, most social medias I could probably ditch besides Twitter. I'd have to say on that.
Yeah, Twitter. I have like a very toxic relationship with Twitter. Where it's like I hate it and I hate every single person on it, but because it's like constant dumpster fires.
Mm-hmm.
Like it just like sometimes it just gets me through the day a little bit.
It really
you're just like, well, what are people mad at today?
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, I gotta find different Twitter dramas so I can kind of jump in and throw my opinion in there too.
Oh, dude, Twitter drama's the best too. You find people get mad at like weird shit.
Yeah.
where they're just like, I fucking hate gorgonzola cheese. And you're just like, what's this about? And then you go through like the rabbit hole of like 1,000 people screaming about it, and you're just like, this is so weird.
Yeah, like I didn't know there was a fucking community for cheeses that are so passionate like this.
Yeah, it's like, and people are like getting like death threats over it and shit.
Yeah.
And Twitter's such an odd place. It's just like you go there and you just see everybody's anger directed at something for the day.
Yeah.
And then you see like how that spirals into madness.
Yeah,
of like people like
fantastic.
literally threatening death over Britney Spears or some shit.
Someone always has to have a weird contrarian opinion. Like, I think she should just stay with her dad. That type of shit.
Yeah. They're like, this is an abusive thing, and they're taking advantage of it. They're like, we don't know the full story though.
Yeah. Oh, fuck we don't know the full story, people. Like, I know enough, dog.
It's like, this is the internet, bitch. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. I'm not gonna fact check anyone. My favorite thing is like semi-political articles, like local politics. Those are my fucking favorite, dude.
The local, yeah. So like Dallas
Yeah.
representative said this.
Look, I didn't vote for him. All right, man.
They always like
No, you
interview
didn't.
some fucking dumpy dude with like a he's got like the fucking stash but like into the cheek, like the like
Yeah.
stash into the chops but like no chin, like
No
beard
chin,
thing going
yeah.
on.
Always with the MAGA hat or some kind of MAGA merchandise.
Some kind of camouflage like fucking
Oh, yeah.
overshirt too.
Dude, it doesn't matter where they are. They always have a thick Southern accent. They could be from fucking Canada and somehow thick Southern accent.
Dude, that is a kind of a like it's. I mean, obviously they seek that person out, but I mean, it is funny how readily available that guy is. Like anytime they're like this year in Dallas, they're letting the Pride Parade go through like whatever, and then they're going to find some like right at the edge of the street, some guys like, you know what? I don't like it. I don't like it in my town, my community. Like just immediate, dude. Like that guy with that fucking thick stash
all the time.
Just and
where do they find this guy?
A guy who has a hunting cap, the one that has like the mesh in the back half of it.
Oh, the trucker hat.
Yeah, the trucker hat, dude, with the fucking camo and a Dallas Cowboys star, or a Texas Rangers tee on
it. Yeah. Yeah.
It's always that, and then they'll do that guy, and then they'll do some like 20-something woman who
is offended all the time.
She's like, I just don't even understand how they could do this or whatever. And then like maybe an occasional old person. And the old person is like
depending on the story, they'll find an old person.
Yeah. And they're always like the least militant.
Yeah, they're like, oh, we've been here for 20 years. We don't really care.
Yeah. They're like, I don't know, I've lived here for 15 years and it seems fine to me.
Yeah.
And then like they'll switch back to the trucker guy and he'll be like, you know what? I'll double down, man.
Then I'll say it. I'll call them facts.
He's like, you know what? They say you can't say that, but I just did.
What are y'all gonna do?
Fuck it.
And then cut to the old lady, like, there's just no place for hate. Yeah. And you're like, all right, lady.
That's weird.
Yeah. This is strange, but I dig it. So that's the kind of drama I'm into.
Yeah. It's like Twitter's like that, but always.
Yeah.
It's never like, it's not even 5 o'clock news. It's every 5 seconds. Somebody loses some kind of shit on something that no one cares about.
And I am here for it. I'm going to document all of it.
Twitter is also, dude, I feel like every politician should have their Twitter feed revoked. Because now they're doing like, I mean, like all they do is like shit to just piss people off.
Intentionally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we haven't said this on the podcast in a while, but fuck Ted Cruz, dude.
Yeah, fuck Ted Cruz. Hope he dies.
Yeah.
That Matt Gaetz dude, he could get killed too. He fucks like underage chicks.
Yeah, what a piece of shit.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that guy's a big piece of shit. Somehow that hasn't been punished at all for any of that shit.
Well, yeah, they kind of ignored it. It's pretty cool too.
You just kind of like move on. That's crazy in politics that you could just like do wildly illegal shit publicly, get caught immediately.
Yeah.
And then nothing happens to you, just move on, and then you're like, I hate Mexicans, and like,
and then people are like, oh yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, me too.
You know, there's no Mexicans in Miami. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, Ted Cruz fucking sucks. Hope he dies. His family will be better without him, and the world.
Yeah.
Sure you imagine if like you're fucking like if your like mom or dad was a politician, how awful that would be.
A lot of the politician kids hate their parents, from what I understand.
Yeah, there was like the one of the daughters of like some chick that's like a senator
Mhm.
with TikTok, her mom, and all it was her screaming at her.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So I mean, it seems it turns out that if you're a shitty person who takes bribes in order to enact really fucked up laws, you're probably not an awesome parent either.
yeah. This kind of goes without saying.
Yeah, dude, fucking, that's gotta be terrible. I think like, yeah, I mean, like if it was me, if like I was 16 and like I was like Ted Cruz's son, I think I would just kill everybody.
Yeah, I'd probably do some kind of crime. I'd get heavy into like drugs for sure.
Right, like Hunter Biden makes perfect sense to me now.
Yeah, no, I completely get it.
Like his dad's like a good old boy, like Democrat dude who's like I mean, he's president, but he's also like got Alzheimer's and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And like just like every politician, they promise everything and they just run it back. Like they just walk it back. They like never fulfill anything.
They're like, I've never said that. Yeah.
It's just like, well, I got dad's money and his influence, and like if I ever get arrested, I just get bailed immediately.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah,
not
so I
smoke
guess
crack and get foot jobs?
Yeah, him living his best life. I've said it before.
Yeah.
So funny. Yeah, I would do all kinds of mischievous shit. Speeding.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's all you can do, right? I mean, you have like total immunity.
Yeah.
So like,
For sure.
why not fucking do anything illegal? Because like it ain't gonna stick.
Yeah. What the fuck are they gonna do?
Yeah, I mean, was your shitty parent gonna be like, I'm disappointed in you? It'd be like, you take money from the NRA.
Yeah, well, it's like you bombed Syria last week. Let's not take the moral high ground here.
Right. It's like you went on Twitter and you talked about how you hate homosexuals. It's like, so I don't know. Maybe I'll keep doing drugs.
Yeah. That's such a huge flex, because you could just be like, my dad's the president, and then you're also like, my dad's the president. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah. You're like, my dad's the president. I could probably kill a lot of people.
Dude, I'm sure that happens on like a smaller like county, like the cops, like the sheriff's son or whatever the fuck, like can get away with whatever.
Case in point, dude we went to high school with was
all
the time, arrested so much.
Yeah.
And always kind of doing super illegal shit, always had drugs, like felony level amounts of like ecstasy and shit.
Yeah.
And like, I think raped a lot too.
I don't doubt that. That's
And that dude never once ended up like actually having like charges or anything.
Oh no. His dad was the sheriff or some shit.
Something like that.
Yeah. He was a high level.
He was like one of the cops. Yeah. Something.
Yeah.
Enough influence to basically be like, well, that's my son, let him out.
Yeah. God, that's so fucked up.
Yeah, it's super fucked up. That guy was a piece of shit all the time.
Yeah. Well, I imagine if you grow up like that.
And he was a ginger too. Even worse.
Oh, dude. So definitely they're on the hit list. God damn. Yeah, that's
I bet that happens like a lot with like politician kids. Like they'll like drunk drive and like run over somebody or whatever, and then they just like sweep that under the rug real quick.
Yeah. It was like, oh, the other guy killed himself or whatever.
But legit, like the settlement out of court where they're like, there's like a mysterious like $4 million payment made to somebody. You're like, all right, man.
All right. Should never hear the story again. Pretty cool.
Dude, I mean, if like a politician, like let's say like, so like one of them like killed Katie, right?
Right.
And they were like, we'll settle out of court for like all this money. I would be like, okay. And then I would use half of that money to pay someone that then go kill them.
Oh, so
because I'm still rich and I get my revenge.
Yeah. So you basically win, bro.
Yeah, I would totally win. Dude, I'd be like in Mexico the next day, chilling.
Hell yeah.
Just fucking hanging out. Laughing at the news where they're like, they found fucking Ted Cruz dead and his family. I'm just sitting there like sipping a fucking margarita and shit. One. Uno más, por favor. Just fucking rich as balls.
Hell yeah.
Like, I'd be doing interviews all day too. It'd be like, I'd have like immunity and shit.
Like, I paid off the fucking Mexican government. This is like, what it feels like. It's pretty fucking dope.
Yeah. Just like hop on Vice and be like, this is what I did. I got away with it.
It would be Vice.
Yeah, it's gonna be Vice for sure.
Hell yeah. That's so funny.
O'Shea, you want to wrap it up, dude?
Yeah, looks like it, dude.
All right, people. Thanks for joining us for another one.